Hey man, for real, dude. For real, dog. For real, dude. There is one thing that will elevate your game and put your game on another level.
Oh, another level right there. That's it.
It's the ability to read defense, pre and post snap. Do you want to know an easy way to read defense to help you play on an elite level? Relax, I got you. In this video, I will break down the basic shell defenses and show you how to easily break down defenses such as cover 1, cover 2, cover 3, and cover 4. Before we get into the breakdown, if you like Madden content like this, go ahead, like the video, and subscribe. It really helps me out on YouTube. For this video, we'll use one formation to help us easily recognize coverage defenses. A formation with a slot receiver off the line of scrimmage, not in a bunch formation, helps determine if the defense is in a man or zone defense easily. Then we will add a motion to one of our receivers to verify if it's a zone or man coverage. As a bonus, I will give you routes after we break down each defense that destroys that defense. Let's get into the video. There are 4 important keys we look at when identifying a defense. Safeties. Based upon their position, you can tell what coverage the defense is in. Cornerbacks. Based upon how far they are off the man that they're covering or the line of scrimmage, you also can tell the coverage the defense is in. The slot wide receiver. The defensive person covering the slot wide receiver is a good example of how to identify the defense based upon his position. Lastly, motioning a wide receiver is a great way to identify if the defense is in a zone or a man defense. This is what we're going to utilize after we determine what defense it is, just to get verification. The first defense we'll break down is how to identify a cover 1, the meta defense. Keys to the cover 1 are, usually there's a single high safety in the deep middle of the field. 2, your cornerbacks are usually lined up 7 to 8 yards off the line of scrimmage. The slot wide receiver, defensive guy, is lined up directly in front of the wide receiver. Lastly, the motion is to verify that this is a cover 1 man defense. Wayne 6578, what beats it? So routes that beat this are deep crossing routes, wheel routes, and out routes. We have the play out of the Steelers playbook in the gun trio formation. It's Steelers dig, tight end in, flood, and PA deep cross. In Steelers dig, the tight end is on a post route that destroys cover 1. You can also one-play TD this defense with this setup. I broke this down on my site earlier. Links to this complete breakdown of this play is in the description below and the first pinned comment in the comment section. Tight end in. The running back wheel route is a great route to destroy cover 1 defenses. The tight end in route takes a long time to develop, but it's a great way also, bearing users, to destroy the cover 1 defense. Flood is the next play. The out route and the tight end route are very good routes to destroy cover 1. With PA deep cross, every route, because they're playing to the inside, gives you that advantage to hit any route bearing users to pick up a lot of yards against a cover 1 defense. Next, we'll look at cover 3. Very similar to cover 1 as far as the look. The keys to cover 3 are usually a single high safety in the deep middle. The cornerbacks are lined up 7 to 8 yards off the line of scrimmage, usually directly over their wide receivers. The slot wide receiver, defensive guy, is positioned on the outside of the man he's covering. Lastly, the motioning of that wide receiver will verify it is a zone defense. Therefore, we diagnose this as a cover 3 defense. Wayne 6578, what beats it? The cover 3 defense weakness are seams and flats. So routes that beat this are flood, concepts, and out routes. Slants, flat route combo, hitches, such as those. We have in the Steelers playbook, we have the flood, Steelers dig, tight end in. In Steelers dig, the high-low read with the tight end and the running back is a great choice to destroy cover 3, based upon who the defensive guy chooses to cover. You also can streak your slot receiver. Seams are weaknesses in cover 3. Flood is a great play. It's another high-low read. You have to verify if the defense is going to cover triangle or O. Whichever one they cover, you go to the opposite. You also can one-play touchdown this defense with this setup. The third defense we'll break down is cover 2 man. Keys to cover 2 man is you have 2 high safeties. The quarterbacks are lined up close, face to face, positioned on the inside. We motion the wide receiver to verify that it is a man defense. Wayne 6578, what beats it? Corner routes, going into the middle of the field. Deep post routes, going in towards the middle of the field. Slants, out routes to the sideline, beat this defense. In Steelers dig, the triangle route is open deep down the middle of the field, and the in route by the tight end. You also can one-play touchdown this defense with this setup. In the play tight end in, the hitch and the tight end routes are open as well. The fourth defense we'll break down is cover 2 zone. Keys to cover 2 zone are we have 2 high safeties. The quarterbacks are lined up 5 yards off the line of scrimmage. And lastly, we'll motion our wide receiver to verify it's a zone coverage. Therefore, we diagnose this as a cover 2 zone. Wayne 6578, what beats it? High-low reads, floods with a streak, crossing routes, drags, and zig routes. Steelers dig is a great choice. Depending on what type of defense they're playing in this cover 2 zone, you usually can do a high-low read with that running back and that tight end. Crossing routes in the play PA deep cross. All of these routes are open in a cover 2 zone. Zig routes are open as well. You also can one play TD this defense with this setup. Next defense we'll break down is the cover 4. Keys to the cover 4 are 2 deep safeties lined up outside the line of the tackle box. The cornerbacks are lined up 10 yards off of the safeties. The slot wide receiver defense is shaded to the inside. Lastly, we motion to verify it's a zone defense. What routes beats this defense? Drag routes, running back routes that develop out of the backfield. Steelers dig, the tight end is usually open in between the zones of the safety and the cornerback. The running back out of the backfield is open very quickly. Most routes out of the backfield for the running back are open in a cover 4. The in route, if you give it time, is open in a nice pocket in between the zones as well. In flood, you again have the high-low read between circle and triangle. Slants and drag routes, motioned or non-motion, are great options to destroy cover 4 defenses. In the play tight end in, the running back wheel route can be hit very quickly for a decent pickup against cover 4. The hitch route, depending on what type of defense they're playing, if they're not playing hard flats, you can usually pick up decent amount of yardage against a cover 4. The streak, sometime based upon defenses, if it's not a match type defense, you can usually hit this in between the zones as well. And again, this default drag route destroys cover 4 defense. You can one play touchdown this defense, but you have to have time, and it depends on if they're in a match defense or just a cover 4 drop. Thanks for watching. I hope you guys are able to pre-read the defense utilizing these tips in this video. Utilize this to destroy your opponents one by one. It's your boy Wayne 6578. Yep, I'm outie. But I'll be back.